I I actually work for a private practice. So we contract to the schools, and then she has a contract with the hospital. So sometimes I have to go to a hospital, which I do not like doing. I actually just quit, so I'm going to be done at the end of August. I'm expecting my second baby due in September. And there were just a lot of factors that led up to me resigning. One being I felt like called that I wanted to spend time at home with my babies. And number two, like the commute that I have right now is just killing me. And there's just a lot of added stuff with this job that I do that I don't want to do anymore. And it was kind of a scary push, but now I'm like, okay, we're going to be down to one income, and I really want to grow my body business, which I've been wanting to do for a while. And I think now is the time, and I have an even bigger reason why to push to make this more sustainable for us.
Okay. So this is your full-time job that you're talking about that you're leaving?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So you guys are prepared to go down to one income in the meantime?
Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be an adjustment, but like, since my 2-year-old won't be going to daycare full time anymore, that'll cut down on costs. We won't have gas costs as high as we do right now. So there'll be some sacrifices along the way, but like, I also just feel like I know my husband kind of feels stressed about it, and I don't want that stress to be there. I want more financial freedom so that, if I did want to like do something fun, I don't have to feel like, oh gosh, we only have one income, we can't do this. So I just want to still bring in a paycheck, a consistent paycheck. Right now, my paycheck, the last month I've been like consistently having, I mean, this is not a lot, but like $70 to $100 per week. I would love to one day just have like a $500 week. I've never had that before. I think the most I've had was like a $250 or like $225.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's your first goal.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just reading through some of your stuff here. Okay, so paying off student loan, right? Being able to be not so strapped down. How long have you been a coach? 2014.
So a while, yeah. So when we had the call yesterday, and Gabby was saying she was a coach for a while, it kind of like resonated with me. Like, I've just been stuck at Emerald, and right now my two are my husband and my mom. And at one point, I did have 2 other girls that quit a couple of years ago, that basically just used the products. And I've just struggled to recruit. And I know, like, with this mentorship, talking more, like being more fearless or about sharing the business, I'm trying to do that more and lead with the business, and talk about it more in my stories comfortably. But so far I haven't had any success, but I know that's the mindset thing, and I just need to kind of keep at it and keep working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've built a pretty good customer base. I have some pretty loyal customers. I mean, some drop here and there, as they all, as it does, as people do. But I feel like I've built some good relationships with my customers.
Okay. Do you feel that do you feel that losing those people, like, did that affect you at all? Your mindset?
My coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one was like a friend of mine, not like a super close friend, but we were friends, and so that did affect my mindset of like, oh, she's kind of rejecting me, and I wasn't a successful leader. Like, what could I have done differently? Type of thing. The other one, it was weird. She signed up with me, like she was a sorority sister. She just signed up with me randomly, and then like every time I reached out to her, she wouldn't respond. She ended up quitting, and like she still is my customer, and she orders stuff a lot. Never responds to anything. Every time I reach out, never responds. So I just kind of bless and release her. So it's all good.
Okay.
But honestly, I haven't signed a coach in a couple of years.
Okay.
And that
And that what?
it stings. Just like every time I invite to the business and I get a no, it just kind of, I feel like, dang, like what am I not doing, or like what am I doing wrong?
What is your approach?
I really try to come at it in a genuine way. I try to build relationships first. Like my invites this week that I've been reaching out to like my dream team prospects of like, hey, I know that you are really into health and fitness. I love seeing you post about your bar teaching. I'm not sure if we've talked about this, but have you ever considered coaching like I do? I don't really know how to change language now to partnering, coaching, or being a affiliate like I am. And the responses this week so far have been kind, like, oh, like, thanks for reaching out. It's just not for me. Sales isn't for me. And then I like try to come back with like, totally understand, like sales is not my strong point at all, but I've always come at it, come at it in the sense of I love these products and programs, and they've made a difference in my life. So it's been easy to share that way. So then the conversation kind of stops, but
Right. It leads
yeah,
to the end.
I don't really know what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. We're gonna go back to that. So the $80 to $100 a week, are you making that from like a combination of your challenge pack sales as well as like residual customer income? Are you making any team cycle bonus?
No, I haven't made team cycle bonus in a long time. It's mostly residual. Last month I hit Success Club 4. I've struggled to hit Success Club consistently. So it's like I have been struggling with getting new people on board. And again, a lot of it comes down to I haven't been putting in the consistent work of like, I'll do the busy work of like scrolling and trying to create content and whatnot. But when it comes down to it, the inviting process or connecting, I wasn't doing as consistently. So, in the last 2 weeks, with our mentor, a week and a half, I guess, I feel like I am being more consistent, and I know it takes time to see those seeds develop.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about who you have signed up. You have David on your left. Who is that?
That's my husband.
That's your husband. Okay. And then you have Laura on now. Does your husband use the products himself?
Yeah, he drinks Shakeology pretty much daily.
Okay.
But he's not like, he doesn't post on social media or anything.
Yeah, that I don't expect him to. Does he give you referrals? Does he send you?
He has, like, if he like is talking to his friends, like if he's like on a guy's trip and like he'll bring his Shakeology with him, he has kind of been like, hey, like if you ever need someone, like my wife's a coach, so he has. I've never gotten anyone through him that have actually signed up. I've sent samples to people through that, but that hasn't happened recently.
Okay. Does he understand what you want to do with the business?
Yes and no. Like he knows that I've been working more because I do want to bring in more income. I think in the past I have shared with him that like this would be really cool if I could do this full time. Like I know that, you know, my coach Allison does this full time and Kristina is very successful, and I know there's proof and that there's people that have made this very successful. So I think he knows, but I think he's a numbers guy and he needs to see like that consistency for the belief to be there. Right. I think he knows that body has changed my life and that like I do this for me, and you know, exercise is my thing.
Right.
Yeah, he's supportive in that way.
Right. But not really understanding or knowing the business part. So,
right.
Okay. So one of the things I feel like I'm a little bit of a broken record on these calls, but it is helping me to understand what I need to make videos on for all of you guys. So one of the big things is especially like with your spouse or even any family members, you all you really want from him is the support that like you're doing this and you're going for it and understanding what you're doing to bring you referrals, especially if he uses the products and gets it for himself. So one of the things that you want to be doing, I was just saying this on the call before, but it's like when my husband was asking me in the beginning, he's like, well, what about this? And I'm like, I don't know, but all I know is Christine's making $1,000 a week. So you should be leveraging your business partner. You should be leveraging their story, especially with your husband. So for example, like Allison's been a body partner for a decade, is making over 6 figures. Like, are you leveraging that you're working with a business partner that's helping you build your business, and this is what she's achieved? You want to leverage that with prospects and with your support system. That was alone how I sponsored half of my team in the beginning, because I didn't have the success, but I was working with someone who did. Right. And so you want to leverage that and or my success just in the aspect of like, okay, they've already done it and this is what I want to do, right? Like I want to be able to stay home and it not be stressful, be present in the kids' lives, but do something that I'm passionate about and let them support you and understand that goal. At minimum, they will start to hopefully send you leads and help support your business that way. I think that we're afraid to ask for support, and it's, not a pat on the back of support you need. You need support. You need leads. You need partners. You need customers. Yeah. That's what you need for your business to survive. You need to put people into it. So here's how you can help support my business. Like when you're talking to family and friends, you don't need their approval. You don't need people's approval. You need for them to look at what you're doing, come tour your restaurant, and either, I just use this analogy, but I feel like it's just a good analogy. It's like, if you were to open a restaurant, you would ask your family and friends for support during the grand opening. So either they would be running the hostess station or cleaning up the kitchen, like actually joining you and working with you as a favor to help you, or they would be inviting friends to come to the restaurant, like to be customers. That's what you need. And you can't be afraid to ask for it, especially when people want to help. It's like when your family is always like, oh, I can babysit for you so you guys can go out on a date. And you're like, oh no, I got it. We got it. We got it. And it's like, in reality, no, you need to go on the date. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to ask for help. We don't want to ask for support, but ultimately that is how they can support you. They can use the products and get a testimonial, join you as a partner, or they can refer people to you. If it's not for them, they're not interested, invite them to learn about the products enough where they can either refer people to you, and you give them a reward, like you give them a $10, $15 Target, Amazon gift card for each customer that they send to you, or you ask people to host an event for you and bring 10 people into their kitchen. Would they be interested in doing that for you? That would help support my business. That would help me be able to stay home with my babies. That would allow me to share what I'm so passionate about and connect it with other people. Like that's what you need. You need your people that are your support system to do one of those things. So for your husband, at minimum, we want him to know what the opportunity is and not just be like, oh, okay, like good job over there. Let him like help support that goal. And if he already uses the products and loves them, and if he's talking to people, he'll have a different mindset and hopefully be like, hey, I talked to this person today. Here's their email. They're interested. Like, wouldn't that be awesome if your friends and family were just feeding you leads like that? But we have to ask for that. We have to position that. And I feel like we don't do that. We invite people to join. We don't invite people to support us. It's two different things. And when they don't want to join, you said it, you hit a dead end. You hit a wall. And then you're like, there's nowhere to go from here. Where do I go from here? Re-invite them. What? Like the next group, the next product. You know what I mean? So do you have, can we go through, I'm sorry, who's Laura?
Sorry, that's my mom.
Okay. So
she doesn't really do, she doesn't know anything other than like, I signed her up. She doesn't really, like, she's like, she's supportive about what I do. And like, she'll tell people like, oh, my daughter, she does coaching. Like, she's proud of me, but she doesn't know what Beachbody or Body is.
Right. That's what I mean.
She doesn't.
So does she use the products? Does she use the products?
No, I tried to get her to drink Shakeology. She might have tried Shakeology once, but she kind of sees it as an overpriced protein shake. I've tried to break that down for years. She's done a few of the workouts. She bought back in the day, what was that? She did 3-week yoga retreat. She bought it, never used it. So she doesn't use the product, but she believes in me.
Right, right. And although that's awesome, it's like, is she proud of me because I'm her daughter? Or
Sorry, you broke up for a second.
Oh, I said, is she proud of you because you're her daughter? Which is, great. I mean, she should be, right? You're amazing. But is she proud? Right? Like, do you see what I'm getting at? Like, they don't know what they don't know. And so, like, the first thing is, if she's someone that is not going to use the product, if she's not going to use the products and it's not her thing, that's fine. All you want to do with her is you can still get an exposure through her. And you just need to ask her a favor. And you need to say, hey, Mom, like I just did a mentorship call. I'm going to start working my body business. I'm really excited. I'm in this push group. My business partner. And you tell her, my business partner's been doing it for 10 years. She's making 6 figures. Anyways, I want to ask you a favor. Will you watch a 6-minute video about everything that's new with my company? And all you have to do is tell me what you like best about it. That's it. That's all I want you to do. Is she going to say yes? She's going to say yes. Sure, honey, I'll do that for you. What do I have to do? Where do I find it? Right? I don't know. That's my mom would be like. But the point is she watches it. And she tells you, whatever, what moms do. She's probably maybe not going to tell you what she liked best about it. She might tell you her opinion instead, right? That's moms. But the point is, that you put it back on her and just say, okay, so I'm doing this now for real. So if you come across people that want to lose weight or get healthy, even if it's just with the shake or the workouts, send them to me. And you just, ask for the leads. Or if I don't know what type of network she has, and she has got a negative viewpoint on Shakeology, so she might not be the best person, but we're just going to use this as an example. The other option is you ask her, would you host an event for me? Bring 10 friends into your kitchen. I'll give you free product for doing so, and I'll do the rest. I'll bring the samples, and I'm going to share our health and wellness line with them, and invite people to get started. So that's what you want from your support system, because one, you're moving an exposure through them. People think they know what you do, but until you show them what you do, they don't know. And so then they have their own preconceived notions. You could also just send your mom a video on Shakeology. That could be the video, because that that's the thing that she has got the hang up on, right? So it could be just that video, and you explaining to her that you're helping people. You're going to be, you're helping people getting started on just the shake. So you're looking for people who don't want to work out, but want to lose weight and get healthy with this, as well as people that do. So if you come across people that I'd love for you to point them my way. And that's it. That's all you want from her, and that's just an example. If at minimum, she gets a whole new viewpoint of what's inside it, maybe she wants to try it again, right? Or she brings you a couple friends, and those people turn into, leads. That's all you want, right? But if we're you're inviting, you kind of have to go through people when you're inviting, because if they don't get started themselves, that's okay. If you invite them to get connected and support your business, right? you can go through them into their network. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 So
there was a couple of years ago where, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just say there was a couple of years ago where I did have a couple of referrals from current customers, and then I had a couple customers that came from that. So I haven't done that in a while. So I think kind of starting up that incentive program of a referral program is a good idea. We haven't asked that in a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So can we go through your hot leads? Do you have a list of hot leads right now?
I don't have my computer with me, but like, are we talking about leads of like dream team coach people, or okay. I mean, there's just relationships that I've built on Instagram with women who, some of them I've maybe met, but some of them I haven't. That like we've talked for years, I feel like, and I know they're into fitness, and I just would love to have them on board, but they're not body customers. Like, they might be Tone It Up girls, or whatever else, what other programs they're doing. So I think kind of breaking the stigma that sometimes people have about Beachbody is a hurdle sometimes. I don't know.
Okay, so let's go through them.
How do you normally? Yeah.
Let's go through them one by one. So just tell me their first name, and then you can just tell me like what you just said. If they're on it, how you know them, if they're in Tone It Up. Let's just go through like and make a list, and then we'll go back.
Okay. Oh, did I lose you? Okay, sorry, my phone. There's a girl named Emily that I know through Tone It Up. She lives in my city, but we met one time, maybe 6 years ago. And we have daughters around the same age. So like, there have been times where I've tried to like meet up with her. It just hasn't worked out. And I did have a shake party in December. I didn't run it 100% correctly. Didn't get any sales or sign-ups that night, but it was my fault. Like, I had a prize, but I didn't upfront say like, you can enter by buying something. Everyone got a raffle ticket. So like, that's me. It's like, I'm just kind of a pushover in that way. And it was hard for me to close, and it was awkward. It was fun. It was a fun party. It was like a cookie decorating. It was Christmas time. We did cookie decorating and shake party, and I had Shakeology. I had bars and balls to share, and it was a really fun night with a bunch of girlfriends. Some customers, some not, but I just didn't execute it correctly. Anyways, I invited this girl to that party. She couldn't make it. Sorry, that was a tangent, but I do want to host an event that I'm just trying to figure out what I'm thinking, like a self-care / like wellness event, because self-care is like one of my like pillars that I talk about a lot on social media. So sorry, I'm getting off topic. We can go back to names. So there's Emily. There's a girl I had just invited named Carla, who said no, but I'm still going to keep her on like my follow-up list. I've never met her. She actually was a referral that has never signed up as a customer, but like, we've just had a good back and forth exchange for a couple of years. She loves fitness, and she shares a lot about her life on social. So I just think she would be a good coach because she's outgoing and is already sharing her journey. sorry. I have a customer, well, she had stopped her account, but she was a loyal Shakeology drinker and body user, but she stopped after she got pregnant because she wanted to do a prenatal fitness program through a different trainer. So I'm probably going to reach back out to her because it's been a couple weeks since the baby, and I just want to reconnect with her. I had presented the opportunity to her, and it just wasn't of interest, but she was like my star challenger, and always was so consistent in our group. Her name is Michelle. Sorry, I don't know if I said that. I have a friend named Brittany, who I went to grad school with, who has tried some of the program. She's one of those people that will be like, hey, I'm gonna use my neighbor's account, but can I join your group type of thing. She did buy Power Greens from me. But anyways, right now she's kind of going through a rediscovering herself phase, and like she's exploring fitness again and like trying to find herself after baby. And she just has such a pure heart, and I feel like she would be good at this if she gave it a shot. She knows about body and stuff, but I don't think she's ever considered it for herself. I invited her to our open house tomorrow, but she hasn't responded, so I don't know, because she's a speech path like me.
Okay.
And right now I'm blanking on names. How many did I list there? 4?
More? Yeah. What about customers that you loyal customers?
Yeah, I have a girl named Jess, who she's in our test group right now. I think I've presented like PC to her. She's a crunchy, like a makeup advocate. She does crunchy makeup. So like I think that's like her thing. She's into like natural beauty. So we support each other's businesses. So I think she would be a good like referral person, because she has been with me for a couple of years and likes the programs and products.
Okay.
Else. I'm blanking on people. There's a girl named Emily. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
There's a girl named Emily who my husband used to work with. I guess that was a referral back in the day. She's really into fitness. She's an instructor. She has body, but she also does Peloton. I did invite her recently to an open house. She's just one of those people that puts up like objection of like, I already do so much and I don't know, I just don't think it's for me type of thing. So just continued exposures with her has been a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the people that came to the shake party? So whatever happened with those people, like after the shake party?
So the girl who went home with the prize, I did follow up with her because she seemed really interested in doing like an annual, like a TSP. And when I followed up with her, she's like, oh, I decided to get an annual membership to Bar, like Pure Bar. But like, thanks for having us type of thing. She's like still a good friend of mine, and like I see her around and stuff. Like all these people know that I do this, but I don't know. A lot of like my close friends here in Columbus don't do this with me. Like they've never joined a group or bought a product. And it's like now it's like awkward that they haven't, and that I don't know, it's just like kind of a separate thing with some of these people. Like they're like friends by association with my husband. I don't really have many of my own close friends here in Columbus. A lot of my close friends from college are kind of all over. So anyways, nothing really happened after the party.
So you really didn't get any
I guess I didn't
leads?
do a great job following up.
You didn't get any leads?
No, but no, but I also didn't do a very good job of following up again after the party and inviting them.
Yeah.
Because at that time I felt kind of like rejected, like, oh, they're not interested, and like they didn't like the shake.
Yeah. And you did it by yourself,
so I was
right?
bummed. I did it by myself.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any local coaches other than Dave. Some of my customers were there, so they were like good testimonials. Like they talked about like the products and programs that they liked.
Yeah.
But I was very like uncomfortable in talking about like you can earn your products for free type of thing.
Why was it uncomfortable?
It's a block for me to like ask people to buy.
Why?
Especially in person face-to-face.
Because why?
I think I'm afraid of, especially face-to-face asking, like when I'm in the room with them. Why is it uncomfortable? I think I'm afraid of rejection. And I also don't want to be pushy with people. Like if it's not for them, like I get it. If they're like, they showed up to support me and like, I appreciated that. So I don't know.
Right.
And then I was afraid to like hurt friendships by being like, I didn't want to spam them with body.
Right. Right.
I know. I wish I had like Allison.
Huh?
I wish I had Allison there. Like
you needed her.
You.
Yeah. You do. You need at an event like that. You need support. Now you had customers though, like that gave testimonials, so that didn't help support the products working.
Spark. I mean, the one girl that I thought was gonna sign up, I thought she seemed like she was on board. She was like, I really need this. Like I need to get back into shape. I need to be consistent. So like I thought that that was gonna happen. But she went a different route. So
she went somewhere else. Like she bought a different health and fitness product.
She's like doing a like Pure Barre membership. I think she actually bought like a virtual. She did like a virtual membership, which is stinky because it's like I have a virtual membership and there's way more than just Barre. It's so many programs.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so. Okay. I don't know, maybe I should follow up with these girls again, or I don't know if I do another party, do I invite these same girls? Or, I mean, I need to find new people in my area to invite.
Yeah. Okay. Well, ultimately, I'm listening. Ultimately,
I know.
Do you feel the conviction in your results, and are you sharing that?
I feel like I share my journey consistently. I guess I haven't shared like my results in a while. Like right now I'm on a pregnancy journey. And I like talk a lot about how keeping up with my exercise has been like really beneficial for me with my energy levels and healthy pregnancy and whatnot. And then like when I was promoting 21 Day Fix, I shared like my 21 Day Fix before and after photos. I don't know. I feel like I have, that maybe I'm not doing enough. Or maybe I need to share other stories besides myself.
When people have signed up with you in the past, customers or just, you know, in general, like what is it that you think gets them to a yes?
Good question. I think when I do share my story, that is like a good spark of like, okay, this is possible for me. And then I think people like a good deal. Like like when I share that like it's a bundled price, or that we have a promo code, that's usually something that can help get them there. Honestly, I'm struggling because I feel like I haven't gotten a brand new customer in a long time. So I'm like, I've forgotten that feeling of yes. Now in January, I did do like kind of product of the month. I did like Power Greens, and I did get like 5 people total to buy, and I got like 2 new customers from that. And we did a mini Power Greens group.
Okay.
So leading up to that, I was talking about like my testimonial with Power Greens. So that seemed to work. So maybe I need to do kind of a product of the month again. Right now, I've just been sporadically like I've been sharing my hydrate because I've been using that a lot with pregnancy, and I'll pop up a link in my stories that like no one's bought for my stories before. But I don't know if I need to do like a dedicated group like I did before with Power Greens.
What about the test group? When you invite to the test group, do you get leads for that?
This past month with 21 Day Fix was I got a couple people interested in it, but then ultimately just one girl signed up for it. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm missing. Like I'm not doing a T25 one. That's just not for me right now with pregnancy, but I'm really looking forward to the Job 1 body block after that, because Job 1 was like my jam, and I love 20-minute workouts. So I'm hoping to like hype that up and like get a good group going. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I just need to rely more on third-party tools and like be sharing more of the sample workouts and sharing, you know, the open houses more, getting more people on those calls. Because I know at one of your trainings you talked about like we just need to get their eyes on something else that's not you. Right. And have someone else explain it in a different way.
Right. Yeah, I think you needed that at your shake party. I think that's probably what was missing there. I mean, so I think it's just like you're all over the place. I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy. And it's like any of those things can work, but when you're like trying to do too many of them, and you're not really like finding out what works, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I'm throwing spaghetti and seeing what sticks like to the wall.
Yeah. And it's not working. Like, right? No. So, I mean, it's mindset and it's skill set, right? And I feel like both of those need work, because then everything that comes after that is coming from that place of you have to be in that mindset, right? And then you have the skills to execute the inviting system, right? But if you're not in that mindset and you don't have those skills down, then it's a hot mess. So, I mean, really attaching yourself to your goals, writing your goals out, posting them up on your wall, emotionally deciding and connecting that like you're going to do this, and knowing that it's going to take building a team. 300 to 500 a week is hitting diamond, and then building that team out for a year to build that $300 to $500 a week. So an average diamond coach is making $200 to $300 a week, but some are making more, some are making less. And that's just because you could have a diamond team of people that are all in it for the discount. And you could have a diamond team full of people who are, you know, all doing a little bit, and one or two that are going for it. That's going to make all the difference. And so that's why it's like, well, you got to hit the rank first. Then you got to put a year into developing those people, getting them on the products, helping them get results with the products, helping them package their story and putting it out there, helping them build their list, helping them invite the list, helping them interview, sort, and process, and onboard, and like all of that takes time. But when you find the right people, then it starts to grow. So if you onboard 10 people, right, one or two of them are going to probably do something really good with this. So the majority of them are going to come on board for the discount. And so if you sponsor 10, you know, probably 6, 7 are going to be in there for the discount. Maybe 2 are in there for to make a little extra income, target runs, credit card debt, date nights. And then hopefully you have one out of 10 that sees the vision, that sees the big picture, and that wants to make a full-time income, or at least go for diamond. Okay. So you got to onboard 10 people and then interview and sort those people. So it's like, you just need to get 10 people in. And so it's making your list, going back to your list, highlighting the next 10 people. And right now, I think you're just in a place where you like need that third party support. You need to bring people like to Allison. You need that extra person in there to come in to help support that. How you invite these people is up to you. Like, you kind of have to find that groove. But I know, like, when I onboard all of my new people that want to build a business, my goal is to meet their people and enroll their people for them. That's my goal. So I can only do that if we do something where they can bring their people to me. So a shake party, for example, is an easy way. You know, have a party, they come, we do the sample of the products, I get to meet their people, and then I get to invite them. And my goal is I'm looking for people who want to do what we do, right? Like, everybody there is going to want the discount. Everybody there is going to want to earn their product free. I mean, maybe not everybody, but you know, most of them. So we're looking for, like, there's 1 or 2 people that want to build this. So, I mean, that's the big picture. I mean, you've got to just like lock into that. I think you're getting caught up in the white noise of social media and the inviting process of inviting to like these different things, and how confident are you when you have a conversation one-on-one with somebody who is interested? Are you confident in sharing your story and inviting them? Like, one of the best questions you can ask a prospect is, if you could change one thing about your health and fitness, what would it be? Whatever they answer,
I like that.
whatever they answer, great. I'd love to help you. These products and programs have helped me to lose 10 pounds. You know, in my very first program I ever did, lost 10 pounds. If I sent you a video, this is the exact language, or if it's a PDF or a video or whatever, if I send you a video explaining what it is that I do, or explaining the products and programs that I use, will you watch it? Better yet, if I send you a 5-minute video explaining the products and programs that I use, will you watch it? What are they going to say? What are they going to say? No? They're going to say yes.
Right.
Okay. So great. You're getting permission. That's the goal. You're getting permission. So now you send the third-party tool, and then you set the follow-up. So this is, of course, talking to someone who's already interested, right? So you send the video, and then you let them know, okay, I want you to watch this. Write down what you like best about what you've seen. I work all day tomorrow. I'm really busy, but I do have, you know, some openings at 6 or 6:30 tomorrow night when I get off, or on my lunch hour at 12 or 12:30. Do you have 10 minutes where we can jump on a quick call and I can answer your questions? So yeah. I set the follow-up. I give them 2 options. I let them know I'm busy. So I'm not going to suck their time. I'm busy. I know you're busy. Do you have 10 minutes where we can jump on and I can answer your questions? And so you try to set that follow-up, and I would try to set it up like on a Zoom or a call. If they won't get on a call, then you move to a plan B, but try to. What did you like best about it? Like, I love the If You Fail video, the new one. It's 6 minutes. Especially people that think they know everything about body. Here's everything that's new. It's a great video for that. And they'll tell you if they liked the shake, the workouts, the nutrition, the mindset, right? And you have their goals because you ask them if you could change one thing about your health and fitness. They're going to tell you, I'd love to have more energy. I'd love to lose 10 pounds. I have a wedding coming up. Like, if you don't have that information, you can't help people. So sometimes I feel like we're inviting from a place where we haven't like served people yet. You know, if I don't have a relationship with them and I don't have their need, why am I inviting them? Like, that's right. Personally how I feel. So sometimes I feel like we haven't done that. We haven't earned the right to invite, you know? Because now you know they have a need, you know that we have a solution to solve that problem. And so by getting on a call, you're building that relationship. You know, how's your day? How was work? How are the kids? Oh my gosh, whatever tell me what you liked best about it. Or I've seen that you like the new mindset classes. Oh my God, they're great. It's so exciting. Let's talk about let's talk about your goals. I know you said, you're getting married this fall. How exciting. That's so much fun. I would love to help you, get on board with this. Here's how it works. Here's options to get started. And you talk them a little bit through it, but then you say, I'm going to send you some links to take a look at. But you're more so just like building the relationship, answering any questions they might have. They're going to probably ask you how much it is because you haven't told them. Right? Mm-hmm. And then, you know, that call is 10 minutes. You're answering any questions, you're inviting them to get started. Maybe you're telling them you have a group starting. Maybe you're telling them about your results. But the bottom line, the people, they have two objections. Okay. And the objection is, will this work? Will this work for me? That's it. So you just have to solidify that you can help them. You're the person. Yes, these products work. Here's my results. And yes, I can help you without them even asking. Like, that's what you're saying. And you're going the extra mile by doing it on a phone call or a voice memo if you can't get on a phone call, right? That goes a long way with people, because any purchase is an emotional purchase, but health and fitness is a huge emotional purchase. And people are afraid to fail, and people have spent so much money on nutrition, supplements, weight loss, workouts, everything, that they're in their mind, they're like, I'm just going to spend more money and not use it. Right. And so you're that person that is just inviting them and going that extra mile. And that goes a long way. It's the number one reason why people sign up with personal trainers. It's not the actual program the trainer creates or the education or any of that. It's that they hold their hand. And they know if they sign up with a trainer, the trainer is going to be like, hey, we're going to meet every Monday at 9 a.m. or whatever it is. Like, they know they're signing up for accountability to get those results. They know, if they know they're going to get the results, they're going to say yes. That's your gap you have to close with people. So it's an emotional purchase, and you have to I don't know, necessarily say overcome it, but like meet it head on by getting in front of people, building the relationship, sharing your story, your conviction in your story, and inviting them to get started. I will love to help you. Here's your options to do so. Option A, option B. I'll send you some links. We have some specials going on as well, whatever those specials are. If there's not a special, like you said, that helps you. So if that helps you and there's not a special, throw one in, right? Do a $10 Amazon gift card or whatever you want. But I feel like that's how I would approach people that are interested in the products or social media that might be commenting on your posts, or you might get a lead from your story on social. That would be why you want to post your story on social and get leads that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Just need to do it.
Yeah, I think it's just like it's a couple of things. Package your story in a place where you can share it on a regular basis. It's going to help you build credibility, and it's going to help you get new leads, but also package it where it rolls off your tongue quickly. I lost X amount in this amount of time with this program. That's it. Right? And I help other people do the same. I would love to help you. And knowing the questions to ask and having that's the skill set coming in, where you're following a system that works. The system will work. It's taking that extra step, though, to get in front of people.
Right. It is.
And build a relationship, because it's the relationship. People are saying yes to you over body. And so if you're not 100% like, strong and convicted in inviting, then people sense that and feel that.
Right. Yeah. And building relationships is really important to me. Like, I like to feel authentic and not come from a place of feeling icky.
Yeah.
So I think, showing that I'm invested in their goals and I want to help is important to me.
Yeah. Do you ever jump on calls like that though with prospects?
No,
Hold on. I just changed something on my phone. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I don't think I can hear you. Hold on. My phone. Wait, can you say something?
Yep. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Mhm.
My phone is just like on the fritz of almost dying and I'm trying to plug it in. No, I have not done a call like that. I'm mostly just following up on these.
Following up on what?
for some reason my audio is going out. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep. Mhm.
Okay, now I can hear you again. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I had to plug in my phone. No, I haven't. I've done some voice messaging, but not having a call.
Yeah, like one-on-one.
It's the limiting beliefs that I have, but I'm afraid that they're going to be like, no, like that's weird. I don't do that type of thing. But if I come at it, like I'd love to.
But you would be getting on a call with them if they were already interested.
Yeah.
They're already inquiring information. You asked them what their one health and fitness goal was. They told you, right? You're getting on the phone with someone who's already interested is different from sending someone a link. Like that's coming from you. This would be coming from them. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that might be a lot of what's going on. I feel like maybe you're sending a lot of messages to people and inviting them, but they're not really interested to begin with. Right?
Right. Yeah.
And then they're not interested. And then you're like, wait, what did I do wrong? Right? So
yeah.
Just talking about the people that you have on here, I feel like, like tone it up. I know Allison's in the tone it up community, or used to be, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could leverage that. If you had someone that was already interested in tone, and did tone it up and they were interested in body and you were talking to them about it, that's what I would say. I would say my coach is actually in the tone it up community. But she's been with Body for 10 years and she's making 6 figures doing this. So, I mean, like, that's how I would connect those. But if you're approaching her, right, I feel like it's a combination of balancing like what you're putting out there on social media. So are you positioning yourself on social media? If you're going to invite people on Instagram, are you positioning yourself, and you might be, but I don't know because I didn't look at your social media, but are you positioning yourself as someone to join and work with and do health and fitness with and all that?
I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah, I share pretty consistently, and I talk about our groups, and I'll put up like engagement polls, or like talk about a group that I have coming up, and like, do you want more info type of thing. And then like trying to start conversations from people who are watching my stories.
Okay. So then the bottom line is you either do a direct approach or an indirect approach. And these are all skills. Like, I don't make these up.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't think I've made anything up that I do. I just learned them and then gotten really good at them. So it's like you either directly invite someone. I think you would be amazing. Have you ever considered, would you take a look at, that's a direct approach, or the indirect approach is asking them a favor, maybe as, for example, one way you could do it is you could ask her a favor, you know, as a friend, you're building your business. Would she watch a 6-minute video about what it is that you do? And you know, she's in health and fitness already. Would she point you, would she be a referral source? And if you know anyone that's looking to lose weight, get healthy and get fit, point them to you, and you would offer her an incentive to do so. I offer a fun referral and rewards program, you know, whatever you want to do, $10, $15, Amazon, Target, whatever. And the bottom line is, like, again, we can't look at the goal being to sign Emily up. The goal is to get Emily to watch a third-party tool. And if Emily is not interested, would she be willing to point people to you? And if so, that's a win, right? But if Emily is like, okay, this is kind of cool, you know, I want to learn more. Okay, we need to talk. Let's jump on a quick Zoom or something. Like, do that in person. You have the relationship with her, or you do it as a 3-way. You invite her to get on a call with your business partner, and you, Allison, and her jump on a call, and you let Allison answer the hard questions and invite her to get started. So something like that is the process of what that would look like. But you kind of have to decide based on the relationship that you have with people. Are you directly inviting them to join your team because you think that they would be awesome, and here's why you think they would be great? And, you know, you're doing a direct invite, or you're indirectly inviting them, asking them for a favor, and either giving them an incentive to just watch it, or giving them an incentive to refer you. So one of the things I do with my new people that sign up, like my new coaches, partners, is the first week we make their list of 10 people. Okay. So like you gave me 5, but for example, I would get to 10, and then I would do a webinar, and I would have her invite those 10 people to the webinar. And I would tell her that for every person you can get on the webinar to just come and watch, I will send them a free sample of our #1 nutritional product. So she uses that as leverage. So she'll invite these 10 people and say, hey, I just started with Body. I'm excited. I've already lost 10 pounds with their products. One of my first assignments is to invite my top family and friends to just come watch a free presentation. If you'll do that for me, we'll mail you a free sample of our #1 nutritional product. You see? So it's about what's in it for them. It's what's in it for them, right? So sometimes you have to give them an incentive to do it, or to refer people to you. Your goal is to just get in front of those people, right? But I think that a lot of the people that you're talking to, and it's not you. I think it's just the approach. Like I said, you know what I mean? Like they're not, you're approaching them about the opportunity. They watch the video, like you said, and then they're just like, okay, well, it's not for me or whatever. And then it kind of just like stops right there. Right?
Yeah.
Versus asking them, you know, hey, would you do me a favor? would you check this video out to support my business? And if you know anyone who might be interested in what we do, I'd love for you to point them my way. And that way, when you do the follow-up, who do you know that body would be a great fit for? Who do you know that's looking to lose weight, get healthy, do home workouts, you know? And then it's like, sometimes they're going to say, me. Right?
Yeah.
So I think it's just like, you kind of have to look at who you're talking to and decide what approach you want to use. And if the approach you're using right now isn't working, I would stop using that approach. Like, it's not going to just someday work.
Right.
Yeah. You know, I'm just being honest, you know?
Yeah.
And when you find what works, then the business isn't hard. This business isn't hard. The hard part of the business is up here. That is the hard part. It's a mental game, right? But when you get this, right, and you find your system of what works, that's why I asked you, like, do you have a rhythm of a way that you've onboarded people in the past? Because if you have, then do that again. You need to like find that system for yourself. When you said Carla was invited and she said no, what did she say no to?
The business opportunity.
Okay.
She just said, like, it's not for me.
Right.
But then she was like, I had just sent her a sample of Shakeology a couple of weeks ago. She's like, but I'm really glad you reached out. Like, I'm going to try Shakeology this Sunday. So I do need to follow up to see how that went.
Right. So what I would do right there, great. Here's a recipe, right? Here's exactly how you make it. It's going to taste amazing, yada, yada, yada. Here's what we're going to do. I work tomorrow. I'm really busy, but I have a lunch break at 12 or 12:30. Do you have 10 minutes? We could jump on a call. You're going to have questions about the shake. I want to answer them for you. Is 12 or 12:30 best for you? Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to drink it by then. Okay. When do you think you're going to drink it? Okay, great. And you just keep going until you lock down that follow-up. And then you get on the call. So like, you see what I mean? Like, I think you're hitting one roadblock and then just turning around and going the other way. I'm going to go through that roadblock. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
They might not join. Okay. So like, they can join the business. They can join the products. They can join and just support you and refer people to you. They can host an event for you. Like, there's many ways that people can get involved in your business. So don't get hung up. Oh, they don't want the business opportunity. I don't want to push them. So I'm just going to go to the next person. Right? Finish. Because we don't offer one thing. Right? We have a business opportunity. We have just a shake for people who don't want to work out. Then we have workouts, a workout platform for people who do. And then we have a whole wellness line. So that's why it's important for you to really find out people's goals. If you don't have their goals, you don't have anything. Truly.
Yeah.
On every prospect, you should have their goals. And if you don't have them, start asking them. What goals would you like to achieve in the next 30, 60 days, right? Because now you know where to go. So that's what I would do for her. And if you just keep doing this with each prospect and allowing people to open the door and send you referrals and, this person's hosting a party for you, and you're doing all these things and you're getting in front of all these people, you're going to get the wins. You just got to find the pathway that's like really going to work for you. Right. But I think that, some of it, like I said, is, you just have to like keep going with that prospect. And some of them are like hitting dead ends for you and not allowing you to go to that next level. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it does. Yes.
So Michelle, she was a loyal customer, and then she jumped ship after having a baby and did a post-baby program with a trainer. So yeah, a great time to follow up with her. All new things with body right now. And that in itself is like a great way to revisit everybody. I feel like we could do a campaign around that. Like it's a great time to revisit anybody because we have all this new stuff, new company name, new partner, new vision, new products, new test group, right? So you can follow up with her, check in with her, and maybe with someone like that, it might just be like inviting her to the next group.
Yeah.
If she gets back on board and she's someone that has been a loyal customer and everything, like she's someone, maybe not her specifically, but like people like that would be great people to reach out to ask to host events for you. If you have customers that love the product, they would love to earn free product by sharing this with their friends, especially if they don't have to do the work. So that's something to think about and consider as well. Brittany went to grad school, used the neighbors free account, bought Power Greens, and also a speech path. So yeah, I think that people that want something free, those people are hard to convert because they're the people that like, oh, there's tons of free workout videos on YouTube, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I can convert someone like that. Like you're trying to convert their mindset, right?
They're not invested. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you can convert someone like that, but if she's a friend outside of Beachbody, again, ask for support. Ask for referrals, give her samples and be like, hey, we just launched this product. We'd love for you to try it and tell me what you think about it. Stuff like that. Like think outside the box. Don't think about signing everybody up. It's like reverse psychology. You might be just putting too much pressure on yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
And then Jess is in the test group. She's in another network marketing company. So people like that, it's like, well, same thing. She loves the products. She's building her own network marketing company, so she's not going to join yours. But I don't know. Would she give you referrals? Would she host an event for you, especially because she probably does them herself? Would she ever want to collab and do something together? Those are like just to give you ideas. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you ideas and get you thinking in a different direction.
Yeah.
And then Emily is a fitness instructor and loves Peloton. Being a fitness instructor, I'll tell you, it's hard to sign up fitness instructors. I feel like it is, especially unless you are one yourself.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's hard for me to sign them up because fitness instructors look at it like, oh, well, I don't need to work out at home. Like I go to the gym and right. But we want them to look at the opportunity because we're like, hello, you have the network. You could be doing this and making money, right? but instructors kind of have like this little like ego that they don't do home workouts. And I'm just being totally honest with you.
Oh, for
because
sure. Yeah.
You kind of have to know that, like with approaching these people. So again, it's like, unless if they're a really good friend, could you use the direct approach? Absolutely. If they're not a really good friend and you don't have that relationship with them, it might be somewhere where you use that indirect approach.
Okay.
And just try it.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose. At minimum, if all these people don't sign up, but a couple of them lead you to more people, isn't that worth it?
Yeah, for
Versus
sure.
hitting walls.
Yeah. Gotta do a different approach. Try some new things.
Yes. Okay, so what was your idea for the self-care event?
It's my scattered brain.
Oh, I think it's a good idea.
I liked with the party I did have is like, we came together and like we did cookie decorating. So there was like some type of event other than just Beachbody stuff. I have a friend who has her own like natural skincare. She does like olive oil products. So like I could have her send like her lip balms, and I can create like a little wellness pack that everyone gets of like Shakeology sample and Energize sample for attending. I don't really know what we would do. Like, I guess I would share my story about like how Beachbody has changed my life, and or just give different wellness tips of like how I incorporate self-care into my busy life, not just body stuff, but like other things that I do. And
okay, stop. So this friend that owns this, what is it, skincare business?
Yeah.
Is it a brick and mortar or is it an online store?
It's an online. She doesn't live here, but she lives in Cleveland. I live in Columbus. Not too far.
And so you buy her products and you love her products, right? That you're willing on your own to share her products with your network. Think about what you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why is it that we're comfortable sharing other people's products with our network? Because we're not asking for the sale, right? That's why. But like immediately, like, is she someone that you can collab with? Like,
oh yeah, for sure. She's very supportive of like, we've talked about like a couple of years ago, like doing some type of collab. She has definitely an entrepreneurial mindset. And she's great. Like in Cleveland, like she has events, pop-up events all over, and has relationships with different businesses. So she's very good at that.
Yeah, that's what you need to be doing too. So, I mean, immediately what I thought of is a couple of things. One, like with her network, that could be something if you guys were to do some type of exchange, okay, would she be willing to put you like to offer some type of self-care boot camp to her people? Like you would run whatever it is. I'm just calling it a self-care boot camp right now. But like if you were to run a self-care boot camp that you could offer to her clients and that she would promote like via an email, like you would write the email and all she would have to do is send it out, and then in exchange for that, you do some type, I don't know, like you do some type of event like you were just talking about, where you're handing out samples for her all the time. like if you're,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So like you'd have to figure that out, but it's the network. She's got the network that's similar to your network because you just said it. You were willing to give out her products for free to host. She has the people that you want, and you have the people she wants. So it would be a great idea to package a boot camp that, I just talked to somebody today about a bridal boot camp, a post-baby boot camp. So I don't know, like a self-care boot camp, something like that, where it's focusing on weight loss and wellness, but really it's the 21-day fix and one shake a day, or, it's just one shake a day or shake and a workout. Like those would be what you would present inside some type of virtual event, almost like a shake party, something like that. But what I would be asking from her is if she would just send an email out to her database to promote it, especially if she's an online business. And in exchange, you would do this for her, whatever that is. That's just to give you an idea. That's the kind of stuff you need to be doing.
Yeah.
And if it goes over well, imagine if she lets you do it quarterly or twice a year. What do you think about that?
It's definitely something to consider. Like, it's just thinking about what things would look like and how I want them to be set up. But I mean, Nikki, this girl, is what?
It's just marketing.
She's my best friend, so yeah.
Oh yeah. So what are you doing?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like this is about like, you know what my husband says I do when people ask like, well, what does your wife do? You know what he says? He says, I build networks.
No.
And I've been looking for your network this whole call. And it's not your network, it's her network.
Sorry, you cut off right as you were telling me what you were.
I don't know what I said, but
yeah.
When you're building your business, you're ultimately, that's what you're doing. Like you're trying to help people build their network, right? She already has a network. And so you need to like package a collaboration. You need to, you know how, I mean, I get like messages from people on Instagram all the time. I'm like, I don't got time for that. I really don't. Like a partnership. We want to collab with you. Package a collaboration for her that you would run a boot camp for her people. And in exchange, I don't know what that part would be on your end, but if she would provide you samples, you would mail them out to all of your new customers, or you do run a self-care event or something like that where it's beneficial. I'm telling you, you might be thinking, I don't know if she would do that. I'm telling you, I used to run a gym and this is all I did is here's how you want to think of it. I could try to prospect one person at a time, which is what you're thinking right now. And you can do that. But I could also go into like a spray tanning business and be like, hey, I'd love to work with you. I love to let's collaborate. Let's put something together. What could I offer to that, owner of that spray tanning business that she would send out an email, a one-click email for her, right? that would offer all of her clients that would promote my gym. And then I can do the same. Or I could offer her a day where she came into the gym, set up a table, talk to all of my members, whatever the case may be. But do you see what I mean? Like if she's got an email list of 500 people, hello,
Yeah.
you just got in front of 500 people. That's huge. You're going to get some responses back. So I would think about that, and I would brainstorm that. And then maybe they have to set up a free consultation with you to learn more about it, something like that. And that's how you would capture the lead. I don't know. There's a couple ways you could do it, but you want to capture the lead. So you could maybe set up, a free consultation. And as far as you could still do a wellness event. Like I love the name of a self-care event. However, I think that you could use her products in your giveaway. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't feature her products in your event. Your event needs to be body.
Yeah.
Like you've got to live and breathe your business if you want to get to where you said you want to go. And so I hear what you're saying, where you're like, it was fun because we did other things. Like I feel like you can still do that. You can do a meditation. You can do a journaling, a positive. You can do affirmations, like cards. Like there's other things that you can do. But at the end of the day, don't confuse people. Right? Like
I really like that idea of the meditation and the affirmation stuff. I don't know why I didn't think of that stuff.
Yeah, we have so much.
Yeah.
And you could just hit play. Like you could actually like
like those 5-minute meditations.
Yeah, but
or those 5-minute affirmations.
Yeah, you could have the cards out from Bar Blend. You could make I love the health shot for that. I would still do Shakeology, and feature it, do some different things. So I think it's a great idea, but I still think that you are still inviting to get started with, body.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
then
think that's a good idea.
put her stuff in your giveaway and her information and talk about it at your event. Like, this is my best friend. Oh my gosh, and I have her lip balm in here and I have her, or you can do it as like a giveaway, a freebie at the event. Maybe it's an incentive to get people there. If you bring a friend, you get this gift pack. Like there's a lot you can do with it, but I don't think, and then you could tell your best friend that I'm going to give it to everybody that comes. I'm going to put guest bags together. I'm going to put it in my raffle. But I don't think it needs to be like a part of your event. Like it in the aspect, like, this is my best friend. This is what she does. I love it. I feel like it aligns with what we're doing. And I'm giving you guys some free samples today. If you're interested, you can contact her. But, like that kind of a thing.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay.
Good idea.
What questions do you have?
Now I can't think of any. I feel like we went through a lot. I just feel like I just need to get started and start making some changes. And I'm excited for this group and appreciative of your time and your expertise. I want to make this work. So
yeah. Okay, well, I think your number one is that collab. I do think that
Okay.
that's your number one. I would work on that. I would come up with some ideas and then you can always show me that, or, you know, if you want to brainstorm that together, or maybe, or whatever you want. But I would work on that as your number one and reach out to your best friend, and then you have possibly your self-care event, and then your invitation list of who you could invite to that. Is there anyone else that would host a virtual party for you? Start thinking of that, go back through your list and make a list of at least 10 people, 10 hot leads. You just gave me 5. Ask your mom to watch the video and, decide how you're gonna, if some of these people be people you would invite to the self-care event?
Yeah. Or at least some of the local ones. Yeah, there's a couple in there.
So then if that's the follow-up for them, then how are you going to follow up with the other people and then go from there? All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. I hope that helped. Check in with me. Let me know how you're doing. And then I recorded this for Allison. Okay.
Okay. I forgot it was recorded. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. Just so she knows everything that we talked about, because she's
Thank
really
you so much,
person that
Kristina.
needs to jump in and help you. Okay. I expect you to follow up with me on that.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Thank you so much, Kristina.